when the Pentagon was approached by Bill Gates and the EcoHealth Alliance. They wanted to release protein crystals in China. And the Pentagon said, here's one Telegraph, that's a bio attack. That could lead to nuclear war. We're not going to do that. Well, that now takes us to Dr. Giordano, who's the head neuroscientist at Georgetown, at the top Pentagon Air Force DARPA meeting.
Some ongoing studies with our colleagues in the medical branches of NATO have in fact shown that the use of nanoparticulate matter in a scatter arrangement can be used to incur what looks to be broad-scale epidemiological stroke epidemics. So what we're able to do here is infiltrate the brain space with nanoparticulate matter that aggregates in situ, on site in the brain, and does one of two things: either penetrates from the vascular space, gets in through the bloodstream, gets in through the nose, through the mucosa, or infiltrates the vascular space and clogs it. What is the result? What's called a nanoparticulate stroke, or a hemorrhagic diathesis, fancy word, for it's a predisposition to individuals having brain bleeds. Demonstrated? Oh, absolutely. We're able to show animal models of same, and the Italian group has done a fair amount of work demonstrating that nanoparticulate matter can be highly disruptive, not only of brain vascularity, but brain function. You may not necessarily incur a stroke, but you're going to begin to disrupt the network properties of the brain, and as a result, engage something more of a long wars effect through the use of these types of matters, where you now begin to influence the population in increasingly concentric circles of expansion.
Oh, did you hear next month the new COVID variant vaccine's ready? It's a new nasal spray. You just talked about nasally, which gives you a thing that grows protein crystals, then you spread. Isn't that loving and liberal?
We are following some breaking medical news for you. Researchers at Dartmouth-Hitchcock Medical Center are working to develop the first nasal spray vaccine for COVID-19. The spray does not need to be administered by a medical professional and does not require refrigeration. Clinical trials are now planned for the U.S. and Africa.
Nothing I'm telling you here is sci-fi. It all exists within the medical range, and how we're able to treat a variety of neurological disorders targeting the brain, being able to get in there more specifically, affect certain neural cancers, etc. And we spoke earlier about a technique that's become very well known, CRISPR-Cas9, that allows us to literally modify bugs in a variety of different ways. So I now may be able to take a relatively harmless microbiological agent, a bacterium or a virus, do some gene editing and make this thing far more morbidly viable, make it far more virulent, and in some cases even make it far more lethal.
Gene editing, gain of function, illegal as hell. And he talks in these conferences about, we've been very discreet about the things that we're not supposed to be doing, but we've done them. Now, you think Al-Qaeda's got a gene editor machine that costs $3 billion? No. And there's one of their main directors. He goes on and on and on. 2017. Now we've dug up his latest talks. Oh, they're even worse.
What we're looking at is the use of drones, for example, unmanned vehicles, aerial vehicles, ground vehicles, aquatic vehicles, to deliver payloads of various forms of neurological chemicals, neurological microbes, whether those be bacteria and or viruses, neurological toxins, to a variety of different populations that range from the individual to a fairly large aggregate of individuals utilizing multiple drones and or other forms of unmanned vehicles.
And they say, oh, the Pentagon's got to war game all this to know how to stop it. Yeah, they got to have the bioweapon labs to produce 5 billion years of evolution virus of 5 viruses that no one would ever put together, not in a trillion years, and then that very virus gets released. But it's all in the name of protecting us.
The relative ease of acquisition of these techniques and the relative ease of use. Again, this is not for the completely naive, but someone with basic gene editing and or microbiological skills and molecular biological skills could, in fact, utilize these techniques to modify an existing microbe, an existing virus, perhaps even existing structures of various organisms to create something that is modified or perhaps anew. And the problem we have with that is that those particular new entities might not currently be covered, categorized by the Biological Toxins and Weapons Convention. So here we have the opportunity to sidestep the scope and tenor of those conventions by creating something new or modifying that heretofore has not been listed as a weaponizable agent.
Oh, none of this is illegal because it's not in the law, so we can do it. Total madness, ladies and gentlemen. I need financing to fight the globalists. Plus, we've got great products you need. These are historic. They're one of a kind. We sold out of Alex Jones for President shirt. Told you, these are all limited editions now. And we have a few of the political prisoner original mugshot, which is not the real mugshot, that you can get at InfoWarsStore.com for $17.76. But what we do have being printed right now is the real Trump mugshot Never Surrender t-shirt. And on the front, it says Trump 2024. On the back, it says Never Surrender. That's what he said yesterday. Infowars.com. So Trump 2024 in black and white and in gold with Never Surrender on the back. And that's a designer shirt, ladies and gentlemen. High quality fabric, high quality printing. So when we're selling these for $17.76, we paid like $15 for these. So we're just selling that one almost at cost. It's almost gone. So the original limited edition political prisoner shirt that is not the accurate mugshot, something we came up with when they were originally going to do it and didn't. Then we now have the real mugshot. And if you want those, they're being printed right now. Anybody tells you you've got the shirt, and it isn't a 2-week wait, it is full of it. We put the order in this morning. They'll be done in about a week and a half. They're making them right here in Texas. And they'll be shipping out. So get your orders in now and get a piece of history. Trump 2024 in black and white. The real mugshot, Never Surrender on the back, Infowars.com. And we have the gold one as well. I think the gold one will be the most popular, but we will see. All 3 shirts now available. The original ready to ship, limited edition about to sell out. And we also have a flash sale of X3. Limited supply came in, and Vitamin Mineral Fusion. Both are selling out very, very quickly. But despite that, they're 40% off. That's what finances this operation. I want to thank you all for your support.